This subject from a success idea by the same name, a technique that does the trick. And I want to talk about the success idea for just a moment. Everything in your life comes from the ideas in your mind. And you're never going to get any further in life than the ideas in your mind. And each month, I publish what I call a spoonful of positive ideas for you to feed to your mind, to nourish it.
So now is what are you going to do? You heard what I had to say. And most of all, I'm only, let's keep it real, I'm only repeating what you've already said to yourself. That's why you're here. That's why you tune in every week. Yeah, I'm only repeating what you already said to yourself. I'm not saying anything new. I might be saying it in a different way. I might be saying it in a different tone. I might be saying it with some force differently. But for the most part, your spiritual self has been knocking you over the head, telling you, hey, what you doing? Hey, 3 o'clock in the morning, get up. Write that thing, that inspirational thought you had. Write it down. Or go act on it. What do? You look at that clock, turn it over, I'll get it later and go to sleep. Akeem, how you know? How you know? You in my bedroom, you can see us, you spying on us? No, I ain't got to spy on you. I ain't got to know. I know how we are. I know what we really are. We all operate the same way. We come from the same designer. We come from the same designer who designed us to be spiritual and powerful and divine. And the way we get our inspiration is when everybody's calmed down and all the negative energy is subsided. That's when in the wee hours of the night is when God can really speak to you and get you in that corner and start to talk. That's what happens. You know, because it happens to me all the time. And a lot of times I listen, and sometimes I don't. I always regret when I don't. Are you living your life how society wants you to live it? What they call normal? Are you living it that way? Then you're not of God. You're not acting in your Godship. You're not acting in a supreme way. If you're following and keeping up with what society says is normal, and what's normal is for you to grow up, do school, indoctrinatory information, go get a job, and retire with on 401ks, you are not surpassing the human experience. You are working within man's governmental program indoctrination experience. That's the fact. Because transcendent people live an experience beyond what the norm is. You see, that's what transcendent people do. So now the question comes up again. Do you feel like you're transcendent? Are you transcending? Let's move away from the work and the finances. Let's move into a more personal definition of transcendent. And this is what Christ taught through his teaching. He taught this by example. All right? What did he do? He came in to share the word, the good news, right? He came in and healed folks. So he was doing things beyond the human experience, beyond the norm. And everyone saw that and witnessed that. And they wanted to be a part of that. They wanted to give some kind of healing. Some wanted to, hey, how do we do these things? And he said to us, like, you know, they didn't believe that they would transcend. And he said, no, you will do greater things than I. So Christ already said that we were born to be transcendent. That was the whole example he was trying to show everybody. You are transcendent. Now, whether you act and behave in a transcendent way, that's different. And the only reason why we're acting and behaving in the ways that we do now, because we allowed ourselves to be brought up and taught by society norms, and we believed it. We ran with it. We took it. I'm guilty. I did it. So when I have situations, personal, business, and it seems almost impossible to get over these hurdles, I have to step back. Am I being transcendent in this situation? Am I going to transcend this situation? Yeah, so I think the 24th, we're going to go visit Portugal, because actually, you know, with all of the things we're thinking about actually purchasing property outside the country, you know, you may not even live here anymore in the States. Things get a little shaky. Who knows? But that's what we're doing. But see, I'm saying that to say this, you could do the same thing. The only reason why you may not be doing these things because your consciousness has not accepted the fact that you can do them. And that's why I'm talking about the economy of the mind. mind. Because how you're living, what you're doing, what you're finding yourself doing on a daily basis, or how you're living is based off the economy of your mind. So ask yourself these questions. And this is a direct question. So ask yourself a question. Just take time this minute right now. Look at your situation. I'm sure most people listening to me, the only reason why you're listening to me because you want something different. You want something better. You want to feel better about yourself. You want to feel better about your life. You want to feel better about your life. You want to feel better about work, whatever that is, right? So there's always room for improvement or being better. So look at your situation and look at how it is and ask yourself a question. My current situation, why is it this way? Now, if you're answering that question saying, well, because I have this bad job, because I can't do, saying a bunch of I can'ts and blaming reasons outside of you, things outside of you, then you are looking in the wrong direction. And that's why this situation is the way it is. Because the first place you need to check is your thought process. How do I view money? What do I think is a lot of money? What do I believe to be a lot of money? Peace, peace. What's up? What's up? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Truth Tuesday with your host, Akiemel. Wow. That was a good day. So there's a echo in the live record video. Let me see. What's the echo coming from? Maybe that'll fix it. Let me check something. Should be an echo now. Let me know if it's an echo now. Usually I kind of... There's a small echo. It's gone. Okay, good. That might have been when I was playing that video. All right. I hope everything's good. You're doing good. Life is good. My life is good overall. I was showing y'all my new setup, right? Look at my new setup. Wait a minute. That's not... I don't want to share the screen. Oh, I want to change the camera. That's me right there. Oh, this is my new setup. I have to thank my wife. She did it. She set this up for me. She's a very good home interior decorator, and she did all this. She set this up, designed it. I just kind of followed her I followed her instructions. I had this room. I had it. I don't have the talent to interior design. I don't have that. I might can learn how to do it, but I don't have it. But she's got it, you know. So we were at the pool this morning, and because we try to go every morning to go do a few laps in the pool. By the way, she owes me dinner because we raced and I won. But anyway, and because of some, she's not going to be working full time anymore. She was looking for ways to make money. And she came up with the idea that she could do the interior design and put it on Thumbtack. And I've been saying that for a long time, but sometimes people don't hear you because we tend to scoff at our talents that we have. Sometimes we try to look like out there for ways to make money. I can go over here, I could do this with these all these different ideas, things you've never tried before. But sometimes, I think most of the time, you have a talent that you're very good at, and you really like doing this. Like she likes organizing spaces, her space. But she only thought about it for herself. She didn't make a big deal out of it. But I'm saying, listen, you have a talent. You need to walk in that and make some money from that. There's a lot of people that don't have the mindset or the time to organize their spaces. It's nothing complicated about it. All we did was organize my space with what I already had. That's it. It was stuff that was already in here. Like, I've seen this stuff. Now, I had this picture on the back of the wall, these maps. This is the one below is the Peters projection map. Actually, this should be higher up. We need to reverse that. The map right here, that's the real way that the world looks. I don't know, you probably can't see that because it's blurry. This should be reversed. This should be on top, and that's one. But see how small the United States is to the other places. Africa is in its right side. Europe, look at those small red spots. That's Europe. I wish I had a. Let me see. Let me see if I can get my camera. You know, I could do it like this. Let's see if I can add a camera here. I'm gonna add. It won't let me add my old iPhone. Why not? I used to be able to do that. But if I could, I would if I was able to do that. You know what? I might be able to take this camera from up here. Show you. That's what I'm gonna do. Hold on. That there. And then let's see how's it looking. Oh. Yeah. You can actually see it. Let me crop it out. Well, it's kind of makeshift. So it's kind of makeshift. And you can see how United States is right there, Brazil right there, the blue is Brazil, the yellow is Africa, and those red little states of places are Europe. But if you look at a regular map, they got Europe, which is up there on the top, looking bigger than everything. This is called the Peters projection map. That's the actual way the world is, not the way they show you in school. So, uh, that's it. But I really wanted that map to be on top. But I'll fix that later. But that just goes to show you how they've been manipulating our perceptions. Let me move this out of the way. See, you see Brazil in blue. All of the European or the Caucasian places are small. Look at Australia over off in the corner. Over there. You see. And that's the United States up there in the top left with Canada. Small. All your people of color countries are big, huge. So there you have it. So anyway, I just wanted to show y'all that. But yeah, she hooked this space up, and back to what I was talking about with talents. How we are scoffing at our own talents. She has a talent to decorate. She did all of this. All of this back behind me, she did. Everything. She my bookcase, my guitar. I'm gonna put the guitar on the wall over there as soon as I get the guitar wall hangers, wall hooks. I'm gonna put those up there. So what she did was a before. She should have sent me the before and after picture so you can see what it looked like before and then look like what it after. Because what y'all was seeing was this little corner that I was showing, and it looked okay. But when you open it up, you see everything. Like when you see that before and after, you see the big difference that everything looks. She did an amazing job. Hand clap for her. She did a good job. Um, so talents. So many times, as I was saying before, that we scoff out the little things that we think are little, and they can be big things. Oh, she sent me the pictures. Hang on. I'll show y'all what it looked like. Y'all gonna laugh. Y'all gonna laugh when y'all see what it looked like. All right, let's see if I could. Let's open a preview. Let's do that. All right. And she's listening, so she wants y'all to see her work. So if y'all need somebody to interior design for you, all right. Let's share the screen. All right, let's see preview. All right, there's what it looked like before. That's what I did. Now y'all only saw that little corner with the Egyptian thing tapestry on the back, right? So I'm trying to figure out how to switch to the after. All right, let's close out that and do a share screen. Oh, let's just do a share the second display. Oh, I didn't do that. Hold on. This is the um second display. That's what it looked like now. That's what it looks like. That looks amazing, don't it? No wires all over the place. Ah. All right, let me see if I can. I got to give y'all a second look at that. That's what it was. I mean, it wasn't messed up, but it was messed up. So, there y'all have it. Y'all sat. See it. So I called that none of my business can much. I don't know what he's talking about. So, let me see something. The woman on my dad's side of the family raised family doing that. They made money with granddad, et cetera, didn't. Um, yeah, somebody said, great look, job, Miss Beth. Yeah. So hats off to her. Clap, clap, hand clap. She did an amazing job. We did this all today, by the way. We did it today. It took us a few hours to get it done, but we did it. Well, she did. She organized it, and I like it. It's not cluttered. I can think better. I don't have to be moving stuff out of the way of the camera because that's what I was doing. Just shoving stuff out so y'all couldn't see it. But let me get back on topic. So, talents. You guys got talents that you're not making money off of because you're thinking of these grandiose schemes, like Reverend Ike said. Ooh, that was strong. Ancestor must have something to say tonight. We're thinking of these grandiose schemes, the grandiose ideas, complicated ideas. When you've already been in practice most of your life to do certain things. See, that's a talent to be able to organize and make a space come out and bring it to life. That's a talent. That's a skill. You know how it is. You go into a home, and some homes just don't look good. You know, they don't make you feel comfortable. Then some homes you go into, wow, man, I feel really good in this space. See, that's what my wife can accomplish. She can merely make a space feel like zen, peace. Now, but she didn't really see it as a way to make money until we talked about it today. Now, I've talked about this for years. Like a few years ago, I mentioned this idea. But sometimes we're so close to the talent that we can't see our talent. That we scoff at it like, oh, it's just no big deal. That's not. We can't really see it until we make the connection. We tend to go for things that are hard to do, to start over, that we really don't know how to do, and it takes us time to get our feet wet and build it when you already have something in place. And that is, you already know how to do this thing. You've been doing it all your life. You might be a person who like to play video games, right? There's guys who play video games for hours at a time making no money. That's a place I feel like it's no excuse for you to be playing games for hours and not make money playing them. They got so many platforms that you can get on. I remember I was talking to my son. Yeah, you can play your games. You playing that NBA, 2K, whatever it is. And he said, well, nah, I don't want to do that because switch of this and these platforms, they try to kick you. You got to do this. You got to do. He came up with every idea not to do it. Something he does anyway. I'm like, well, other people are still playing it. Maybe this, you talking about one person who got banned for whatever. Yeah, they banned you for this. You haven't tried it. Once you try it and get banned first before you shoot the idea down. I couldn't talk to him. His mind was closed to the idea of using something he loves to do to make money. See, school has programmed every one of us that you cannot use the things that you love to do to survive. You have to go survive in the corporate world. You got to go get a job at Walmart. You got to go get a job at some Fortune 500 company. You got to go get a job at the county, the state, working as a teacher, doing all these other things. You have to go do these things. That's what makes sense to the world. But I'm going to tell you, when you're in the world and not of the world, it does not make sense. Let me say it again. When you're just in the world but not of the world, that doesn't make sense. When you're in the world, when you of the world, when you're part of the world, it makes sense. See, the world mind wants you to be complacent with clocking in and clocking out. You are a law-abiding, doing your duty citizen. You're good. That's what they want. You're doing your duty. You have a job. And that's it. And I get tired. Like my daughter's about to graduate, and I get tired of people coming to me. Oh, is she working yet? Is she doing this? And I'll be like wanting to say, shut the hell up. Stop asking about what she gonna do and when she gonna work and all this stuff. Stop that. So she could be like you, tired of your job after you worked there for 6, 7 years, whatever, how many years you decide you working these jobs you hate, but you want all your children and everybody else to go do the same thing you doing. Dredging down the path of desperation with no inspiration. I'll say it again. Desperation with no inspiration. You're just desperate to say, oh, I want something different, but can't even have no inspiration to do anything different. No get up and go. So what do? You turn on the TV and watch your favorite shows instead to lull yourself, to keep yourself asleep from working in your talents. That's what people do. They settle for watching the Olympics, for watching the games, the football. I just see it on football's about to come back. I can't wait for football season so they can find something else to distract them from being the best that they can be with God, with their God-given talent. Because you see, when you live in a world of desperation without inspiration, you need stuff externally to stimulate you. You need to go places. You need to figure out things to do. You can't stay in your house. You got to go this place. You got to be around that place. That's called desperation without inspiration. Because inspired people inspired themselves to do things to create. Uninspired people seek distractions. They seek entertainment. They seek things away. So what it does, it distracts them short term from the fact that they have no inspiration. They're not inspired. So they come up with things to do. And most of the time, the things they do are what you call money drainers. Over time, it takes money. See, uninspired people have to spend money. They got to do this. They got to do that. See, inspired people take their money, invest it, and make it grow. See? Yeah, some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know, because, you probably been there at one point or another. Yeah, I was going to talk about maybe 1099s and all that today, but I think this is important that we talk about your talents. I don't know what your talent is because I haven't been around any of you, but I know you got a talent. I know somebody on here that know how to hunt and like to hunt. I know somebody on here that like to fish. You know that? Grab that camera and start filming yourself out there fishing. Man, there's a guy right here in North Carolina, young boy, young man. He sits on this little boat fishing. He just sets up the camera. He don't say much. They just watch him. And I ain't never seen him caught anything. Many times I watch him, I've never seen him catch a thing. But he got thousands of people watching him just throw the rod out there, pull it back in. Throw the rod. And he's making money doing that. And some of you might say to me, because I've gotten this question before, well, how does he make money doing that? It don't matter how he making it. He making it. Go out there and you do something, get some followers and watch that. You'll find out how he's making money. You will find out how you will make money. Just grab that camera and do it. This is the age to capitalize on social media because anybody can do it and anybody can make money. Y'all see some of these channels where they're not talking about nothing, but they're making money. I know what the problem is. I know what the problem is because you don't see their bank account. You don't really identify or believe that they're making money. See the desperation and the instant without inspiration people don't believe that there's other ways to make money. All they can see is I got to get up in the morning and clock in. That's all they see. But a person who doesn't have the distraction of being clocking in and clocking out can see opportunities everywhere. I see money making opportunities. As soon as people are talking to me, I see how they can make money. And I say, yo, you could do this and that. And they look at me, yeah. Sound like they get it, and then they, I gotta go to work. I've never forget I was at a get together with my wife, and there was a woman who she had a talent. She wasn't. I don't think she's as good as my wife. I don't think hands down she's not as good. But she was. Some people it's just good at just organizing spaces. See, my wife is good at organizing spaces and making them come out, bringing them to life. Some people are just able to just take some stuff, stack them, make them look really neat, and put things in place, make a place look really neat. See, that's difference. People don't realize that's a different talent. But she's able to do that and make them bring them with a pop, so to speak. Yeah, because I saw the woman's work, and I was like, okay, that looks organized and neat, but it doesn't have flavor like the way she does it. It didn't have flavor. But I suggested to the woman, I said, hey, why don't you, do that as a business? Because she had a part-time job. She was a teacher. She had a part-time job working at Trader Joe's. And my mind is, so you don't have to clock in, forget Trader Joe's, and make your talent a side hustle for right now. You can definitely make up that money with Trader Joe's. Because you got to work by the hour, and I don't know what they're paying. But one job probably can pay for a day's work that she's working at Trader Joe's part time. Maybe it depends on what she wants to charge. So I'm trying to explain it. And she said she came up with every idea to defeat or to deny herself the opportunity to work within her talents. Oh, trade. And then this is how she was thinking. Her default mindset was, yeah, with Trader Joe's, my hours is this. It never dawned on her that she can give up Trader Joe's for her talent. See, God said you have talent. From God's point of view, you have talent. You were born with God-given talents that you can use to make your life prosperous. He said, go therefore and multiply and be what do you have a dominion and prosper. She never thought about that. See, too often we set aside our talents as nothing, as no big deal. And we make a big deal out of somebody's idea because the job you're working is somebody's idea that you're working to make productive. You're producing for them to be successful. Because at the board meetings, whoever owns that business is reaping all the benefits of your labor. So it's not your idea. The only thing is your idea was, let me go fill out this application and pray that they hire me. I hope they accept me. I hope they accept me, take this little bit of money that they're going to pay me for an hour and wait 2 to 3 weeks to pay me. I hope they give me this. These are the things that we're striving for, that we have. I know I have done that. Let me fill out this application. You're being taught to be bogged down with filling out an application. I hope they get me. I hope they hire me. Oh man, I hope I hope I get called in for an interview. Y'all see how crazy that is? Y'all see how crazy that is? That's nuts. That's a crazy existence to be sitting out there filling out applications. And here's the thing. The only reason why you're doing it is because someone gave you the idea to do it. You didn't really want to do that. Because when you were coming up, you had all kind of ideas of what you wanted to be and what you wanted to do. Yeah. Right? Tell me, right? What was, hey, by the way, by the way, by the way, the number is there. I have the phone lines open for you guys to call in, and if y'all want to share something, get on, become a co-host. Here's the number. Become a co-host. Share your thoughts. I don't want to be the only one talking here. Come call in 515-605-9723. If I am not making sense to you, tell me. If I'm making sense, tell me too. Call in. The line is open, and we could dialogue on this whole scoffing at your talents and thinking that they're no big deal. This talent that my wife has is a big deal. She can make good money in a short amount of time if she really latches on to the idea and be consistent and stick with it. She don't have to do that every day. She can pick days out of the week that she wants to do it and do it. These are the days I do this work. She can kind to call and say, listen, I need this done, blah, blah, blah. Okay, these are the days I do my organizing spaces. These are the days. And set that aside. And this is what I charge. I'll come in. I'll organize your space. I'll make your space look like what you want it to be. Or you give me creative freedom. And when you call in, press 1 if you want to comment. I see somebody just called in. Press 1. I'll get you. I see you press 1-229-877. I'll get you in a second. We have to get out of the mindset. We really do. That the only way to make any money is to work a job. You know that, yes, you can make money making a job, but it's limited income. It's not unlimited. When you work your own ideas, that's unlimited opportunity. And it branches out because, see, you can start organizing residential people, then commercial. Hey, come in. I need you to look up my office. And I just gave her advertisement of what she did for me. All right. Let's go to the phone line. 229-877.
Hey, how you doing, King?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm all right. Yeah, I just wanted to the chime in. I thought it was funny. I actually left a comment in the comment section. I say, teacher, give a man a fish he can only eat for one day, but if you teach a man how to fish and record himself, he ain't got to catch another fish again.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So,
I see it. Teach a man how to fish and record himself. You never have to catch a fish a day in his life again. Right. Yep.
that was I just thought that was funny.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was yeah, I'm definitely big on finding a talent. But like you say, we could be so close that we don't see them or whatnot. And I think I kind of got that problem because I know it's things that I know how to do that I don't enjoy because I'm a residential electrician by trade.
Right.
I know how to do it, but I don't like doing it. But at the same time, I don't.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Why don't you like do it? Let's to figure out what is it about being a residential electrician that you don't like. What about it?
Physical capability. That's it. The whole timeline thing. Not seeing people who've been in it for years that ain't really go nowhere, but they just work their body out and they stuck with the companies or the whole 9 to 5 thing.
So you don't like the labor thing.
Yeah.
Like having to actually physically do the job.
Yeah, because it take a toll. Because I like working out and whatnot, like getting my workout, but it just some unorthodox things that comes with construction in general.
So, what if I said, okay, would you be comfortable teaching that, making videos about it, and then sharing that, and then selling that?
Yeah, I would be. I would
Right.
be interested in.
You don't have to see. That's the thing why you're stuck, because you're thinking about you actually doing a job. But what if you just taught people how to do the job? What if you just taught people how to go get certified to be doing that?
Yeah, but I'm not certified, and really, there's no certification for residential wiring electrician.
Right,
usually journeyman and then
okay.
commercial.
Let me open your mind up. What if you just made some videos, put it on YouTube? Because there was a time you didn't know how to do what you did, right? How did you find out how did you learn how to do what you do now? Know how to do.
Different people watching different people. Definitely.
Right. So why come you can't be the people that other people watch?
I wish I didn't call now,
Huh?
but I'm glad I called.
Huh? Why you mad? Why you kind of wish you didn't call, right?
Just like how you just said, it's so close.
It's right in your face. It's right there. It's like, okay, you know how to do all this, but there's other people that don't know how to do, but want to know how to do, and you could be their expert. And they'll pay you.
Right.
See how simple that is?
Yeah, that's crazy.
The only complicated thing about an idea is we think too much. We don't implement. We try to make it all complicated. Listen, I got somebody I know personally. I talked to this perfect brother the other day. I hope he listened. He probably not. Who got great ideas. Great ideas. Know what his problem is? Implementation. What I mean by implementation, he just won't put it out there. So I'm going to commission you today. I'm going to ordain you today to go out there and make a video and just put it out there. Don't worry about how fancy it is. Don't worry about how elaborate it is. Just make the video and put it out there. Know what that's going to do? That's going to help you take one step towards making this thing big. Because as you take a step, you'll make your steps better. This first steps is always mistakes and figuring things out. But you did it. That's the accomplishment. That you did it. Now you keep doing it. It's doing it and doing it. Guess a year from now, you'll have 100 videos talking about the knowledge you have.
Right.
And I'll watch your stuff because I need to know about electricity and all of that stuff. I know it. I know a little bit. See,
you said you used to do the low voltage, right?
I do low voltage electricity, but I know some about high voltage. But I know basic stuff. I know how to take an outlet out and because it's all connecting negative and positives and making sure it's grounded, right? I know that, but that's as far as I will go because I don't know other things. But what I'm saying is, I'll tell you like this. I needed to either my toilet in my house kept going bad, like the insides. But then I looked at the toilet. I said, these toilets ain't expensive. I done spend all this money keep replacing these guts of this thing. Why don't I just buy me a new toilet? I watched a video on YouTube where it was a woman who showed me how to change my toilet out. Very simple. You see what I'm saying? These are the type of videos you can do for people who don't have the money or don't want to pay people to do it. You're showing them, hey, do it like this. Make sure you do it up to code, whatever. I'm just speaking. I don't know exactly all the ins and outs, but you know it. Hey, don't make these mistakes. You could make a video when doing something electrical, don't make these 5 mistakes. Boom. Watch people watch that video.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Yes, it makes sense. What don't make sense is you not doing it.
Yeah.
And keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. That don't make sense.
Yeah.
You get me, bro?
Yeah, I want to share something else, but I guess
Go ahead, share it.
kind of pointless. I did because when you were speaking about people finding their talents or whatnot. I did try to venture out with a whole LLC thing or whatnot, and I was installing.
Too complicated, brother. Too complicated. You don't need to make no LLC to go ahead and make videos about talent.
Right.
Everybody I gotta go. I've talked to people, so many people I talk, well, I need to go get a business license. I need to go get this. Man, don't even think about going to get a business license. Don't even think about setting up an LLC until you make that first video and start doing it. You can make money without all of that. People will pay you without all of that.
I was just saying, I installed a lot of TVs, and like you said, it was right there. Then never, yeah. Right
Brother,
there.
instead of going out installing a TV, teach people how to install it themselves.
Right, absolutely. And that's definitely
Isn't that what I do? Isn't that what I
that's
do?
crazy. I'm about to take my TV down to do it. Yeah.
Now you can teach 100 people how to install a TV, but you can only install. You could teach 100 people how to install a TV in 1 hour. That'll take you 2 hours to install a TV yourself, and only make that little bit of money. Just imagine you get a webinar. Hey, I'm gonna teach y'all how to install this TV correctly. I know a lot of people teaching this, but hey, I'm gonna teach you the right way and charge whatever you gonna charge for that webinar.
Mm-hmm.
But you got so much money. What else you know how to do? You got electricity. You know how to install TVs. What else you know how to do?
But as far as time, like I say, I install TVs. I'm an all around handyman. I put up a wall before in the house. But I'm
So you know how to do sheetrock. You know how to do sheetrock.
Yeah. I mean, yes.
Dude, you can make a video. Man, I don't even know why we talking, brother. I don't even know why we talking. Here's what it is. And it's not your fault to a degree. It's a programming. You were taught to use your labor to make money, which always brings you the lowest amount of money. Because you look at the world out there, the people that work the hardest make the least amount of money. You understand? Like a hotel, right? The people that make up the beds and clean the room make the least amount of money. Get it? So what you want to be is put yourself in a position where you make the most amount of money. Meaning, okay, I'm not going to install this TV. And what's the other thing you just said you know how to do? What was that? Electricity. Oh, you know how to. You just said you know how to put up sheetrock. Hey, listen, it's sheetrock. Hey, everybody. You know, I know sheetrock and hiring somebody costs money. I'm gonna show you how to do these sheetrock yourself. These are the materials you need. Bah, 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 and then do it. You might have to do a small wall to get that video up, and you can use it with your phone. Your phone will do it. And if you need some type of, something to hold your phone, they got on TikTok. I bought this little thing right here on TikTok. I put my phone on it, and it does face tracking. It'll face track, right? I don't have a phone on it now, but if I put my phone on this, right? Like I'm gonna put on it now. Let me take the case off. Show you how this thing works. I'm advertising right now for these people. uh, right. So wait a minute. You got one of these and you ain't using it?
Yeah, I mean, it's sad. I was trying to get off the phone before, but it's sad. I picked up photography too.
See, now it's following. See how it's following my face? See?
Yeah,
I'm moving.
Yeah, because yeah.
See, that's all you need. That little thing, that thing cost me about $35 for this thing. So what I'm trying to say is you have talent all the way around. You what you call a jack of this the jack of all trades. There's a whole saying to that. But you have talent. You have so many things that you can create an income with. Create prosperity.
I kind of thought that was like a bad thing, like indecisiveness, or
No, that the saying "jack of all trades, master of none." That's cut off. It's another part to it that brings it all to close. Yes, you need to have multiple talents is good because you have multiple ways to make money. I am a licensed registered barber. I can cut hair. I'm pretty good at it. Right? So at the least, I can go and cut some hair and make me some money. At the least, at the minimum. But there ain't too many millionaire barbers out there. So, but I can also make videos teaching people how to do certain skills with cutting hair.
Right.
You know, I kind of lined myself up. You know, I lined myself up there a little bit. You touched it up a little bit. Not perfect, but it's good enough.
See it. I see it.
You see, but you know, and you probably like somebody who doesn't go, hey, oh, that look decent. To me, I see the flaws because I'm a barber. I can see where I can improve. And that's the problem we have, right? We have these talents, and then we will look at ours and say, oh, it's not good enough. But it's like me playing. I play the guitar, right? And I'll sit there and play something, but to the untrained ear, it sounds fine. But me knowing that what needs to be done, I say, oh, that doesn't sound fine. But I'll use that as my gauge. Say I'm not good. But a lot of people, like I was playing it at the house. We had some people over, and I was just playing around with my guitar. And they was like, man, that sounds great. And to me, it didn't sound great because I knew where I was making mistakes. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. The things you critiquing yourself on, most people are not. They don't know because they don't have any idea what it's supposed to be. So you ready? You ready to change your financial situation?
Yes, sir.
You shouldn't have a problem, brother. After this conversation, you should have no problem making you some money, bro. None.
Yeah. Definitely gonna get started on something.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Akeem, man.
I appreciate you calling in. Hey, anybody else want, this turned into Inspiration Sunday all over. All right, brother. Have a good one. All right.
You too.
Yeah, this turned into hey, anybody else doubting their talent, call me right now, and I'll show you how your talent can benefit you. Call me now. Like, what's that old psychic? She should say, call me now. She was a psychic. Y'all remember her back in the days. Y'all know that psychic. She wasn't really a psychic. They paid her to play that game. They had did a documentary on her. What was her name? From back. Some of y'all young folks won't know what I'm talking about. Woo. Whenever I drink it and it's strong, that means something is coming. 515-605-9723. Come on, y'all. Get on here. That was one caller. And let me tell y'all something. I didn't help him with his problem. He helped himself. I just talked about it openly. He figured when he was talking to me, he's like, wait a minute, hold up. He started to see what I was talking about. It's just like Christ. Christ never healed anybody. They healed themselves. Why? Till they started listening and it started resonating with them and they started connecting to the truth of them and they started to realize and open their eyes and see how narrow-minded they have been. Your financial healing is right around the corner. It's right there in front of you. You just got to see that you can do it and believe in yourself. And if not only believe in yourself, you got to be consistent. And you have to work through those doubtful times. Don't let doubt overcome you. All right? I want to, hey, another caller, 515-605-9723. Now, what I do like, I got 10 likes. I got 10 people so far watching. That don't seem like a lot. See, a lot of people get discouraged. You only got 10 people watching, they get discouraged. I don't get discouraged. Why? Because I know I'm doing well because people call me. They want trust. They want cases worked out. That's how they pay me. So these little likes and these callers, I'm not scoffing them. They're good. I appreciate all of those. But from a spiritual point of view, I'm doing excellent. I'm prospering. The family and I, we all went on a long vacation. We are doing well. Going back to Portugal in October. She gonna be there longer than I am. I'm not gonna be there as long as she, because we realized our health was a lot better over there. See, but we can't do stuff like that if we were bogged down with a 9 to 5. Can't do it. So I'm thankful for the life I got. Despite all the issues and problems that face me all the time, I am thankful. And here's just a little side note. Sometimes you can go through really extreme, and I'm learning this. I'm really growing. There was a time during this year I was like, what's going on? Things ain't going right. Well, things are going right. I tell you, even with a bad situation, things are going right because you are learning how to navigate those difficult situations, and you're learning how to be a better person in difficulties. I know me personally as learning and not to be a judgmental, not to look down, even if I get a justification for something. I don't have to use it. But I can show kindness, love, and compassion and patience. That's what love is. That's love. All right, we got another caller. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate you calling in. 716-316. Something. I don't have to.
Akeem, how you doing? Peace to the gods.
Peace to God. Turn that background down for me.
I got you, brother. I got
Thank
you.
you.
My fault. I should know by now.
Yeah. How you
You
doing?
good?
Peace to God.
I'm well. I'm well.
Yeah.
Good
How y'all
show.
like
Good
my
show.
space? How you like what my wife did for me? How you like? Yeah.
Yo, that's beautiful. It's nice. It's convenient. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You get to what you need to get to without, you know what I mean, fumbling around.
Yeah, man. I had it.
I like
Man, if y'all saw what I was doing, what y'all saw in that little space I was showing you, it was a mess.
it. Uh-huh. Yo, I'm not gonna lie though. I got a gang of books everywhere. You know what I mean? Like that
Yeah.
Noah's website I see in the back. I got
Uh-huh.
joint. I got books, binders of papers,
Mhm.
the all types of stuff. I'm slowly getting that stuff all together. You know.
Right. Yeah, she did a great job. She did a very good job.
She really did.
Yeah.
I gotta give me one of those big old maps though. A couple of them. That's
Oh, it's called
what I got.
Peter's projection map. Peter's projection map. I think
I
I
should
got
check
that off of
those out.
Amazon. Then I
I
bought
got
the
some
frame.
like little ground maps that I got in my go bag, my
Yeah.
truck bag and whatnot. That fits right into my go gear, but it's
Yeah.
like a little hand map and whatnot, but not like that.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But yeah, I was just gonna get on and share my vision. Like, what I mean, I got a lot of things um set up in the bylaws of the church, and I'm gonna take advantage of, like,
Uh,
I got the truck, I got the trailer, I got
right.
a few yard supplies or yard tools. So I'm gonna
Right.
make a venture out of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, that's why I put all that stuff in the church like that, so I can make a business out of it. I got the
Right.
truck. Let's not just get it. It's not just to be pretty. We can get it dirty and get some money.
Right. There you go.
You know. Mm.
Right. Yeah,
And
you got so much
yeah,
opportunity with your trust in your church to make money, to make
yeah.
a decent income, an
That
unlimited
truck
income.
and the truck and the trailer that go hand in hand. I can do whatever I need.
Right. Yep. There's guys who got trucks and trailers and they just make videos about the stuff they do throughout the day.
Right.
They make videos.
I'm about to be hauling.
I be getting on my boys. Y'all out
Watch
on
it.
the road, make a video. Put it up there. Then you won't, if you make enough videos, you won't have to drive. They
Right.
they don't get it. One of them is like, dude, make these videos, bro. Stop doing stuff for
Right.
clout and do it for money. You know?
Right. Right. Prosper off of it. That's what it's
Yes.
for. But like you said though, you just got to change your mindset and look at it a little bit different way, and then you got it.
There's no way, there's no reason why we can't make money. There's nothing. The money is there. First of all, money
It's
is
everywhere.
created by man. All this currency is created by man, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're living out of Christ consciousness, that means that you can get that whatever they created with ease. See, they wanted you to have the idea that it's hard to make money. Why? Because while you're thinking it's hard, the people that up at the top, that 1%, don't think it's hard. It's an everyday thing. They don't have a problem. Hey, I'm gonna make me $1 million today, not tomorrow. Right now, I'm making
Everyday
it.
conversation for them.
That's what I'm saying. So what that means is, if you want to have the money they have, you have to make that an everyday conversation for yourself.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yep.
There's
I
nothing else
agree.
to it. And as you make it an everyday conversation, you connect with people that's on that level or where the level you need to be.
That's what I was about to say. Check your company.
Right. Your company is listen. Your company is either helping you or destroying you.
One or the other. And sometimes it's hard to let go of some of them, but is it good for you?
Now, here's the thing.
Are they going in the same direction as are you trying to go?
And most times they're not. Most times they're not. Most time, if you really check,
Sometimes it's the closest ones to you.
right. Sometimes, almost all the time.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Almost all the time, it's the closest ones to you. I
Like the
mean,
construction guy on the job hit that right on the nail.
right. It's the ones you like and want to hang out with. Because here's the reason why it's the closest ones, because they are where you are. So you're
By
you're
proximity.
vibrating with the people where you are in vibration. Now, when you change your vibration to a different frequency, they're not gonna want to hang out with you by default. They're gonna say stuff like, "Man, you changed. I don't know what happened to
Yeah.
you." They're not even gonna even understand what happens, but you know, you just change your frequency. You want your desires changed. Your mode of operation has changed.
And it's crazy every time you like maybe shoot out like some type of idea or
Oh,
expansion or
man,
hey, maybe let's try to do this or let's or something like that. They're like,
man,
you can't do that.
that turns
They're
into a
always
fight.
you can't do this or you shouldn't do that or you can't do it like that or but how do you know?
Right. They will not even try it. They will come up, their mind will come up with all kind of reasons why not to succeed. Because they are stuck in the mode of not succeeding. That's what they identify with. That's what they can contract with. They have contracted with the idea that wealth and prosperity is somebody else's thing, not theirs.
Right. I want to have my foot up.
Trump is rich. Most of the people that like Trump because he's rich, but they don't identify with Trump so that they can be rich. They identify with Trump because he's rich. He can make my life better. That's how they identify. He'll do better things for
Yeah.
me because he's rich. And this is why voting for these fools never works, because you're looking to someone else to make differences that you can make for yourself.
Yeah.
My
Like, why
economy,
don't you think about how he got all that?
right? That's the thing. How did he become wealthy and still file bankruptcy? That's a question that needs to be answered. I could file bankruptcy, get rid of all my debt through bankruptcy, and still stay rich.
Uh,
What's going
From
on?
my understanding, there's a whole pot for that already anyway. You just got to know how to do it.
The problem they have with Trump, to be honest with you, is because he's
Tell me.
out in the open with with becoming bankrupt and still being rich. The other people are using the same techniques he's using. They just not out in the open, so nobody knows.
Right. So he's more of a target. And
Right, so he's a target because the elites do not really want everyone to know that bankruptcy is the key to wealth.
that's why
It's
he
one of the keys.
got that on him.
It's one of the keys. You know,
Mm.
I can build up a bunch of debt and claim bankruptcy. I ain't gotta pay nobody.
Right or right on and keep your stuff. And
And
keep your
still keep it. Right,
rinse, repeat, do it all over again.
right. He did it what, 7, 8, 9 times?
Something like that, and still got the towers.
Come on. Because those towers are not owned, probably wasn't even owned by those companies that he filed bankruptcy on.
Probably not. For sure not.
Yeah.
But nobody's really thinking about okay. what did he put in motion for him to be able to do that, get and not really get away with it, but because that's what
It's
you're supposed
everything
to
he
be
did
doing.
was legal. It
Yeah,
was legal.
it's
So
absolutely legal.
right.
You got to read, get good company, expand your mind,
And
and
a lot of
sometimes
people
it's
say
hard.
I'm
You know what I mean? You
promoting
gotta
Trump.
gotta
I'm
pull
not
for knowledge
promoting.
sometimes too, but that's okay. That's knowledge
Right.
for you,
Right.
not just the book you paying for.
A lot of people say that I'm promoting Trump. I'm not promoting Trump. What I'm promoting is look into his method of becoming wealthy. That's what I'm promoting.
I hear you.
I don't think Trump's going to be any better than any other candidate. You know. So
He's
yeah. So
doing
you
something right. If the people just not seeing it, they preconceived.
no, they leave
They're already judging them on a preconceived notion of what they already
right.
had
They
in
judge
their
them on
mind
what the
that
media
they don't
say.
really know about anyway.
The media tell them to believe. That's what they judge them on. The media said
Yeah,
don't like Trump or anybody else. They did. That's what
that's
they
what they
fall
do.
for.
They're like, moo. Let's follow the rest of them through the thing
And most of the
to
people
get
that
voted.
follow that mindset, they're not people who have inspiration. They're desperate. They have desperation, but no inspiration. Most people that have that
Yeah,
mindset,
I'm trying to look for that anywhere I can. You know,
yeah.
you never know what inspires somebody. Just you could be walking down the street here, two people you don't even know having a conversation, and two, 3 words out of that conversation, you remember that 6 months later and change your life.
Yep. Like for instance, the conversation that me and my wife had this morning at the pool, I mentioned about her doing the interior direct decoration a long time ago. But at that time, she wasn't really connected to that idea. But for some reason, right, because she stopped working where she at, and she got into a mode where I gotta make money. I gotta make money. How am I gonna make money? So the idea came to her, like
More convenient.
right now. Hey, I could put that on TikTok, on Thumbtack, that I can do interior
Uh,
design. I say, yeah, you can. Now I'm in my mind kind of chuckling like I said this a long time ago. But what I'm starting to
right,
realize is when a person is not really vibrating in that area, they won't see it. It's not like they intentionally doing it. They just don't see it.
right, yeah,
But she was today, she was open to seeing it and then boom, wait, I could do that. So everybody catches on at the at different times. And there was a time that stuff
yeah,
used to frustrate me, but now I'm like, as long as you catch it, eventually, I'm good.
right. I mean,
You
and it
know,
takes certain situations or certain circumstances for certain people to just see what it is they want to do. You know what I mean? Certain situations bring it up, bring it more pronounced, and like you said,
some
when they start to see it.
sometimes we don't see, like there might be somebody in your life right now that's really a benefit for you. But because your mind is in such a different place, you won't really see it. Like you
Uh,
really have to do an audit of your life and the people in your life and say, what benefit has this person brought me? What have I learned from this person since I've known them? When a person is in a certain frequency where they don't really understand what I'm saying, they will gravitate to people and give people more appreciation that don't really bring a benefit to their life. But then when there's a person who is benefiting them and really helping them progress and grow, they they kind of put that off to the side. They don't really see it until something big happens. So wait a minute, hey Lord, this person right here is the one who made me see certain things in myself
right.
that I can do. See, the the people we need to be looking for and resonating with and connecting with is the people that bring out that poke us in the side and say you can do more than what
Hey,
you're doing right now.
Exactly.
See,
Exactly.
the desperation without inspiration, folks get mad at that. Oh, it's not bothers me. I'm okay with my job. I remember, I never forget. I was uh, I'm saying something that I actually heard somebody say. Now, I was talking about. They asked me what I did. I said, "Well, I'm self-employed. This is what I do. Blah blah blah." And I started to share some of the things I do. And then the person blurted out, "Why do I? What I don't like about people who have, entrepreneurs or people that self-employed, they always try to make everybody else self-employed." And I was like, I'm not trying to make anybody self-employed. You asked me what I did, I'm telling you. Then they start to go on and say, I love my job. I love my employees. I'm in love with they take care of me. I get paid goody good. I get my vacation time and my days off and stuff like this. And I'm sitting there listening to them. I said, I'm saying to myself, you sound absolutely insane. I said, reason why I'm saying you sound absolutely insane is because you're sitting here telling me you're okay with somebody controlling your time when you can go on vacation, when you can get your downtime, your sick time, and your personal days. This person was actually
Be your decision.
right, but
You know?
people don't realize that most decisions they're making is not their own. Most decisions.
Nope.
Now, I'm gonna suggest a movie that people watch. Now, people can find this movie boring because the movie mostly takes place in a restaurant.
Okay.
But the name of the movie is Dinner with Andre. It's an old movie from the 80s.
Dinner
But
with Andre. I'm gonna
Dinner,
write it.
Dinner with Andre. And the movie really is the guy, like this guy, he just takes off and he disappears and he starts visiting and doing different things in different countries, traveling and stuff. And that this guy's doing this, he's got a family. But the guy, the narrator of the movie, in the movie, which is a friend of this guy, he's like, why am I talking with this guy? And they start talking about philosophical things. And one of the things they mention is most people's thoughts is not their own. We think it's our own thoughts. We think it originates with us, but when we really think about it, even from a religious point of view, why do we worship or why do I adopt Christian principles? Why? Because my parents said that was the right thing to do. It wasn't my idea.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I go to school every day? Why do I go to public school? Because my parents said it was a good idea and the state said it's required. It's not my idea.
Right. It's
You
all
see?
preconceived from an outside source and not you.
Right. See,
But
now
what is right for you is what you need to evaluate.
the bigger question is how can I get to a place where these ideas that I'm implementing is my ideas authentically? And that takes time because you got to unravel all of the years of the programming. Because you think it's your idea, you look, wait a minute, where did I get this from? I didn't
Right.
get it from me. I
And
didn't
then
get
you
it from my
usually
divine
connect
self.
the dot, be like, oh, that's where it came from.
Right. You see?
Mm-hmm. Like, oh, well, I gotta go further.
Yeah. But if we decide and choose to look within ourselves, we'll find that there is so much power and inspiration within ourselves without external interference.
You're absolutely right. It's believe in yourself. It's really the answer.
And see, the
Look
reason
in
why
there,
we don't
because all
believe
the
in
answers are
ourselves is
there.
because we have self-doubt. When we decide to do something, we have self-doubt. And we're always looking for someone to validate our self-doubt
Right.
instead of
We
validating
gotta get better.
ourselves as the standard. This is what I'm going to do. Once you can get to that
Right.
place, that's part of enlightenment.
Yep. Make the decision and do it.
Yes.
All the outside all the outside influences and opinions. Oh, this isn't the way it's supposed to be. You can't do this because penal code 124.
Yep.
Just do it.
There you go.
And if it don't work, it don't work. You'll try it a different way.
At least you tried it, which most people won't. It felt good. And the thing is, even if something you do ends up not working out exactly the way you want to do, you still feel good doing it.
Because you know you learn something from
Yes.
it. Like you learn what not to do.
Yes. Right.
You know, or this doesn't work, so I maybe have to go left here instead of straight or whatever.
See, the stuff when you listen to other folks, you start to say it didn't work out. Man, I knew I should have listened to them.
I've said it. I'm
Right.
not going.
I knew it.
Said it.
Myself said not to do that, but I didn't listen to myself. I listened to them, and now I'm upset.
Now look at me.
Now look. Right. But even if you do something that you was your authentic idea, you will still be able to work through that because at least you'll say to yourself, at least it was my idea, and only person I can blame is myself, but I can learn from this.
And there's something satisfactory just in that.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's nothing satisfactory.
Just in that.
It's nothing satisfying when you listen to someone else's idea, when you had an opposing idea or you had a different way of seeing it and it not working out. Because you feel like you wasted time.
100%.
You feel like you wasted time.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have the idea and it don't work out,
dang, why ain't I listening to myself?
Right. When you have the idea and it doesn't work out exactly how you do, you could actually see through that because now it was your idea. So, okay, now you can completely examine it because it came from your mind and say, okay, I can do it this way. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, now you know what to adjust.
But when you follow other people's guidance, you're like, why did they even give me the idea? Because you're not in their mind. You can't see that.
Exactly.
So you're in the dark. So now you end up going back to your idea. And usually when you go back, it's like, man, I could have done this from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm. But the more times that happens, the more times that happens, you're going to get experience, and eventually that won't happen. And hopefully in time, you'll just, I mean, I'm not saying take in consideration other people's ways of looking at things, but you'll know, okay, when I got this feeling, it don't matter what they say, I'm going to get this away. Because, you know what I mean? Like you said, if I mess it up, at least I can tear apart my mind and figure out where, you know what I mean, what I should adjust.
Right.
I can't tear apart their mind and see like, oh, damn.
No, you can't do that.
Why they came up with that.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, brother.
But yeah.
You got something else to say?
Here, Akeem. I just wanted to throw that out there and get on participate a little bit, you know?
Thank you for joining in the conversation. You helped out a lot.
You got it anytime.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
All right, peace.
Well, it's 8:20, man. I talked for an hour. We had 2 callers. We'd like more. But I want to shut it down. I think we beat this one. We hit home on this one. That you don't waste your challenge, move forward, and handle business. You got stuff right there in front of you that you are good at that you can make money at. Right there. You're so close to it. But sometimes we be so close we can't see it. We looking for these other ideas. I need to do this. I need to go develop this whole idea. No, the idea is what you already been doing. All right? All right, with that being said, peace, prosperity, and extreme wealth to everyone. So imagine if you was armed with the knowledge that the feminine aspect is wisdom. So now you know what to look for in a wife. A woman who has wisdom. I mean, look around us. Look around. There's not many of that going on. Wisdom. Everybody's chasing after the next fad or trend, you see. Everybody's doing things that are not wise. Why? Because we come from a system that taught us not to be wise. They taught us that we needed their education system to go get a job. That's not wisdom. That's not wise. Because that's not what God gave us. Remember, wisdom is worth more than gold, silver, and any riches you got. See, when they told the story of Solomon when he became king, God asked him what he wanted. He said, wisdom. This here, it really opens your eyes up to why they took this out. So that you don't see the power of both man and woman. So they had to choose one. They chose one and put the other one down. And you need them together. See, that man, Solomon, knew he needed wisdom. He needed that feminine aspect of knowledge and understanding and compassion.